Hey YouTube, my name is Courtney, and I guess this is my first vlog. I decided to start doing vlogs because I know there's plenty of natural vlogs out there, but I want to give back, thank you to all those that helped me on my natural journey. Um, of course, natural. I have curly hair. Really, I don't know the hair texture though. I think I'm like 3A, 3B, 3C, like I'm in the 3 range. So, yeah. So I guess I should start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm a college student. Yay! I'm graduating in May 2014. Um, Sport management major, and I don't know what else to say about that. But yeah, hopefully things work out. I'll get a job in that field. I know it's highly competitive. Everything's highly competitive, but um, I guess I should be telling you about my hair. I mean, duh, that's why y'all are here. Well, I was born in 91, near the end of 91, November 91. And here's how I look like as a baby. Yep, who would have thought almost 22 years ago that was me? Aw, yeah, I had really soft, straight hair. Uh, yeah. So a couple months passed, and yeah, I started getting curly hair. Don't judge me. I have really big eyes and really big cheeks. I still have big cheeks. Um, and thick eyebrows. I don't know where I got that from. I think I got it from both sides of the family. My dad has really big eyebrows. So my hair was always a nice texture, and my mom always, yeah, a lot of people always complimented me on my hair. But growing up, I didn't like my hair. I hated it. Honestly, I wanted my hair long and straight like the girl next door. Like, oh my god, I want my hair like that. Plus, I watched Clueless a lot when I was younger. So yeah, but it was always long. It was always, it was always long, curly. You dread when you have to get your hair done because my mom would use gel. I forgot what kind of gel. And Dax grease, the green grease. I hated getting my hair done. But when it was time for picture day, like this one, yeah, that's me in kindergarten. My mom ended up doing this like bun, and she ended up spiral curling my hair, so my curls were really nice. And she was like obsessed with bangs like these. Don't judge; it was the '90s. Your mama did the same thing. But yeah, during that time, she would like do my hair and like braid it, and she would wash it once a month, pretty much, or once every 2 months. So you have all that buildup on your scalp. So it just come out. Your hair's all like dirty and mud. The water turned muddy. Like, mom, no. But it was like I was 5. So what the hell did I know? Um, but yeah, there was this one incident when I growing up, and I was all like, I went to church growing up too, and I always got like people like, "Oh, your hair is so nice," and it was annoying. They kept on touching it, and I noticed that even back then, I didn't like certain people touching my hair. Just don't touch it, leave it alone. So yeah, one day I got fed up and I cut the back of my hair. So, oh yeah, I got my mom when she found out I cut my hair with like safety scissors. I hate it. I was like, I don't like this hair. It was like super long, but I cut like the nape, and my mom found out, and I will never forget that butt whooping. But yeah, keep moving on. So as the years went by, my hair grew, and this is my 3rd grade picture. I had natural highlights. Yeah, unfortunately you can't see because I still have the obsession with the color green. But yeah, I had like natural highlights. My mom had my hair twisted with the big old ball thingies on top. I still got them big old bushy eyebrows. And my hair was like super long. So here it's long. There's another picture where I'm with my sister and her friends. And my mom did like this Bantu style knot, which is kind of cute. That's my sister right in the middle. Her name's Brittany. And that's me. And you see how long my hair was? Like my mom straightened it and then curled it. And my hair was like down to it was pretty much almost down to my butt. Um, I got my first relaxer at 12. Um, I realized that, I'm going to go to, my sister had to go to a hair salon because she had to take senior pictures. And, if my sister's getting something done, I'm getting something done as well. It worked the same way when my sister wanted to get her second piercing. I got my second hole at, what was it, second grade? Yeah, my sister still is mad about that. She's like, oh my God. But then again, I'm the baby of the family. I didn't even want my ear pierced, but yeah, I was like, I might as well get it pierced since everybody else is getting it done. So yeah, I have two older sisters and an older brother, and mom and dad, nieces and nephews. So yeah, um, I ramble a lot. I know this. You're gonna have to deal with this a lot. I ramble. So yeah, I got my first relaxer at 12, and my hair was really, really long. Like, everybody's like, oh, I love your hair, and people still touched it. They're like, I can't believe that this is not your hair. You have to be, I always got this a lot, you must be Puerto Rican, aren't you? No ounce of Hispanic blood in me, so sorry if I disappoint. Megan, I'm not really sorry. But yeah, I got that a lot. Like, oh, you must have Puerto Rican in your blood, stuff like that. So I know I just have, it's called a really good flat iron and a perm. So I got my hair done at the hair salon, and she was like, well, the hairdresser was like, well, you want your hair bone straight, right? I'm like, yeah. So she took out this big old jar of of the relaxer or creamy crack, whatever you call it. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh, I like it. It's nice. And then I didn't get a relaxer until my freshman year of high school, so I kind of took a break. Another one. My mom did the relaxer this time, and it was still nice, but I was also in marching band, so my hair just sweated out. I'm like, are you serious? I played trombone, so yeah, I played trombone since I was 7 or 8. Yeah, long story, but yeah, I was like, are you serious? I had my hair straightened, and then around sophomore year, I went to the hair salon again. And, my hair, I started noticing like freshman year that my hair started breaking off. Because if I wasn't relaxed, if I didn't get my hair relaxed, in a total of my lifetime, I think I've gotten like 4 relaxers. But I always I always flat iron my hair. Like, I flat iron my hair every single day. And when I mean every single day, I will wake up, get ready for school, flat iron my hair, and I will have it on the highest heat. Because I'm like, well, my hair's so curly, I'm trying to get rid of my curls. And I would flat iron it with grease, which was like, oh, if I don't see smoke, it's not working. And I saw smoke, and my hair started breaking off. I saw a lot of split ends, a lot of heat damage, and stuff that I didn't know yet. I'm just like, my hair is just stupid, and I would play with my split ends in class. And so sophomore year, I went to the hair salon again, and I had somebody else do it, and they said that they were going to trim my hair. Girl, let me tell you, a trim is not a trim. A trim is a cut. She was like, Ch-. I'm like, oh my gosh. My mom was like, what happened to your hair? I'm like, well, it's gone now. She's like, oh my God. And everybody was mad. They're like, oh my God, Courtney had all this long, pretty hair, and it's cut. And I'm like, okay. So sophomore year, I started doing even though I was damaging my hair, I was still in that whole I need straight hair mind process because I really just wanted straight hair. That's all I wanted in life. I started well, let me see how my hair looks like if I curl it or stuff like that. So I actually started doing roller sets, and I didn't even know that was doing different hair tactics for protect styling and natural hair. I'm just like, oh, let me roll it. I would use a whole bunch of gel and stuff. So I'm like, I want the extra hold. And then the next day I would take it apart and fluff it up and walk around school, and it was cute. I'm like, okay, it looks nice. I mean, it's not long or whatever, but it looks pretty nice. So my last kind of chemical relaxer to straighten my hair was a texturizer. Yeah. And Yeah, that was in December of 2008. I was a junior in high school. I'm like, well, let me see how this works. Let me tell you how all my high school pictures, except for my senior picture, was horrible. Like they were ugly. Like I will tell you, like my junior year, I tried to straighten my hair. It was like flyaways and it poofed up. I'm like, are you serious? And plus, I also worked in McDonald's too. Like, oh god, memories of like it was ridiculous. But yeah, things ended up working out. By senior year, I stopped like relaxing my hair. Well, by junior year, like near the end of junior year, I was like, I'm not putting any more of these products in my hair. I'm just gonna, just do those roller sets, and they work. Sometimes I yanked at it like ridiculously hard. That's when I started doing my hair on my own around like middle school or whatever. My mom's like, pretty much when I stopped doing your hair, that's when your hair went down the drain or stuff like that. So, yeah, so senior year happened. Those were actually my best pictures, my senior pictures. I actually got my hair professionally straightened. Down to, it was like down here, I think. I don't know. But they were nice pictures. But yeah, I ended up graduating high school and I realized like during the summer, like junior year going into senior, a lot of my friends were like, well, I'm no longer putting stuff in my hair anymore. I'm like, well, why? And they're like, well, I'm going natural. I'm like, okay. So, they wanted support and I'm like, you know what, this sounds like a good idea. I've been doing they've been doing like different things with their hair and I always liked what they were doing to their hair. Like, oh, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh well, I did a twist out or this, and I'm like, I want my hair like that. And here I am sitting around with like busted hair. I just had it in a ponytail. I'm like, well, yeah, it's hair, whatever. I didn't focus on hair. I will tell you that I'm not a girly girl or whatever. It's just like I wasn't interested in hair. And when I was just overly obsessed with like straight hair. So having, going that whole natural process, like, oh my God. Like everybody's doing it, but not really. So senior year, I just did my hair in roller sets and I got my hair pressed occasionally. And sometimes I went to school looking a hot mess. But I noticed that when I did like the old hair, I just poof it out and put a headband in. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cute. Like I like I'm kind of liking the curly hair on me, like it's growing. Or I'll bun it. So I actually celebrated my 3-year anniversary recently. July 18th, 2010 was the day. Well, actually, the night I went natural. I decided that I was gonna cut my hair off. I was watching. I think I was watching Mahogany Curls. Yeah, I think she was the first person I watched, and I'm like, I love her hair. And even though we don't have the same hair texture, I'm like, oh my God, I love her hair. And look what she's doing to it. And she's doing this like wash and go thingy. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna try it. And she was like, here's the kind of products I use. And I was like, okay. So I pretty much cut my hair off that day. I didn't big chop. I guess you can say I transitioned. So for the past couple years, like in high school, I was transitioning. Well, senior year, junior and senior. After December of '08, I was transitioning the entire time. And I noticed that when I wet my hair, like, yeah, the hair will be like really, really curly, and then it'll be like, at the end. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I think I know where to cut. So I was just chopping off, and my hair was pretty nice. I think I'll like upload some pictures or whatever. I'll probably upload some pictures on either my Instagram or my Twitter of when I first went natural. And I'm like, my hair is really nice. And I was getting rid of also like, you know, chemical damage. I also, like for prom, I had my hair highlighted red. And they ended up turning gold because I wasn't taking care of them. I didn't know how to take care of highlights. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that you had to. Dummy. So while everybody was going off to like these colleges and universities, I was stuck at community college. Let me tell you how as an 18-year-old, that was like the worst thing that would ever happen to me. I was so mad. Like I hate it. But I realized that I had more time to do, research on stuff that was good for your hair, stuff that wasn't good for your hair. But I'll say I think the first year and a half of being natural, I was a product junkie. I was buying everything. I was like, I want this, I want this. No, I want this. And it was retarded, but it was fun too because it was like, I'm spending my own money on hair products. Like, where did this come from? Because I think I started using herbal essence, the Hello Hydration, the blue one, I think that's what it's called. And I used, what is that gel? Well, when I forgot what the gel was called, but yeah, the I don't know. A lot of naturalists swear by it. They're like, oh, well, it's good. It doesn't hold, and yet it held. And I noticed that my hair shrunk. I'm like, what happened to my hair? I experience shrinkage like everybody else does. Like right now, I'm experiencing shrinkage. That's just how our hair is. It'll shrink. So, fast forwarding to, I guess last year, 2012, I graduated from my community college with honors. I got my associates in business administration. And I'm like, well, now I got to transfer to another college. So, excuse me, I transferred over to Rutgers University in New Brunswick, the main campus, I guess you call it. And I'm like, well, my hair was pretty good, but then I realized, I need something else. My hair doesn't seem like it's growing. And it's crazy because your hair will grow. It's low. I'm like, I need something to waken up. So my friend and I were on the internet one day, and she was like, did you hear about this castor oil challenge? I'm like, no, I've never heard of it. I'm like, I know what castor oil is. My mom used it before on me for certain reasons. Unfortunately, constipation. You can use it to clear you out. It's but we're not talking about castor oil for that. But apparently, you were supposed to put in your hair like a certain amount of times, and it was supposed to like help your hair grow. I'm like, man, this is some bull because they always have products out that are like grow 12 inches in a year, and it's like, are you serious? And I'm like, I don't know. But she's like, we should try it together and see like how it works. So I started the castor oil challenge back in September. Yeah, I think the first September 1st was like the fall challenge. And I started then, and I took pictures of before hair. My hair was like back here and up here and stuff. So I actually took the challenge. And around this November, I actually went to get my hair straightened. I straighten my hair twice a year, sometimes once. I usually straighten it once it hits like December because it's like, weather's colder. I have straightened my hair in the summer before. I actually did it a couple months ago when I was back to school, back in like April, just to see how things are going. And yeah, my hair grew a lot. But I noticed that, there was a lot of hair growth, and I actually started messing around with different oils. Like I stopped using store-bought products. Like the only store-bought product that I've used now is Organics. Their coconut conditioner. I love that. It smells so good. But I started, testing other products. So I noticed that the castor oil is really thick. So they're like, you could use another oil to thin it out. And I went to the vitamin shop. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try this oil. And it was avocado oil. So mixing that together really like helped me like with the health of my hair. My hair was really nice and shiny. And, I was co-washing it because I was also learning about the curly girl method. I was doing that too for a little bit. And then I realized, sometimes, you got to build up. You got to clean it. You got to clarify your scalp. And forgot what I was about to say. Yeah. So like for for moisture and stuff, I start using oils. And I'm like, this works out for me like a lot because I noticed that I have like dry scalp. That's because I have eczema, and I noticed that the oils help calm it down. But then I have too much going on in my brain right now, but I'm gonna explain it. They were talking about essential oils and like the different ones that are good for you, and I looked across peppermint oil. So I was at school when I started using peppermint oil, and apparently I used too much the first time. My entire apartment. Well, I lived at the school that I live at Rutgers, so I live on campus. They have dorms and they have like school owned apartments. I lived in a school owned apartment, and I'm living in another one this year. Yay. Um, so, we had our own kitchen, we had our own bedrooms, we had our own living room, and all the other good stuff. Apparently, my past roommates, didn't like the smell of peppermint because apparently it was too strong for them. It smelled nice in my opinion, even though I put like a bit too much on my hair. I'm like, ah, yay! I'm like, wait, what am I doing? So they're like, oh my god, it smells like peppermint. And I'm like, okay, it smells better than what? Then never mind. No, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna say all that. But it smelled really nice. So every time somebody would see me, when I first went to Rutgers, they're like, well, tell us a little bit about yourself, and they had the like letter game. You introduce yourself. And it's like, hi, my name is Courtney, and I have curly hair. So everybody on where I lived, they knew me as Courtney with the curls. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like, I'm known for my curly hair at school. So, yeah. And it started getting to a point where they started noticing. They're like, oh, I can smell you from like a mile away, Courtney. Because, I wear peppermint oil. And they're like, oh my God, your hair smells so good. Like, what'd you do to it? I'm like, I put peppermint oil in it. And they're like, oh my god, and they're already shocked because they already like curly hair. They're like, oh, curly hair is so cool and blah blah. Can I play in it? Like you had guys that would like put their hand in your head and just start massaging it, and those scalp massages were nice. I kind of actually miss my buddies, but yeah, they would massage my scalp. They'll be like, oh, your hair is so nice. I love playing in it. Can I fall asleep in it? I'm like, no. He's like, you can do a lot of things, just not fall asleep in my hair. And I will always be like, please wash your hands before you touch my hair. And they were actually, respectful of that. So, my first year away from home and stuff, it was pretty cool. I learned a lot about my hair, and I saw how long my hair would grow. And I actually dyed it. It was jet black for a while. I used to dye my hair jet black because I just had an obsession with the color black. So my hair is now sort of kind of auburnish, sort of. Um, So that's pretty much my hair journey. I went from, disliking my curls at the age of, that at the age of 7 to like embracing it, and pretty much my curls are who I am as a person now. So, it's kind of interesting to see like where my journey has taken me so far, and pretty much what I want for the future is, for the hair to grow a little bit more. And that's gonna happen. Like, I know it is because I take care of myself. I drink a lot of water, and I've been talking a while, so I'm actually good drinking some. So excuse me. And yeah, so hopefully, like with my YouTube channel, I hope that I can reach out to some people that have those questions about natural hair or skin and body, like things like. I'll also tell you that my nails also grow too because massaging the oils, you're also gonna get oil on your skin. You're gonna rub it around. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I might, I don't know. I have an old, I guess it's like a 3-day old wash and go. It's pretty decent, but I don't know. I might do something to his hair later, or I don't know. But yeah, I'm still doing research on different products, like different oils and stuff that's good for your skin. And if you guys have like any tips or stuff, there's a description. Well, the comment box. You can comment below, and I'll read them. So, I'm excited for my journey and hopefully you guys will join me. If not, it's cool. But yeah, bye.